host of the Texans on 3 podcast, man. You already know what we talk, big Texans talk, man. You already know what it is, man. And if I'm in the building, y'all already know I gotta have my guys with me, man. Let me bring up my guy, Patton X. AKA the streets, AKA the future Texan scout, AKA Lord activated. In the building for sure, you already know, man. And if y'all know, man, we got to have a killer with us, y'all. Gotta have a killer with you, man. Hold on, man. I'm gonna play my what's the name? It's gonna be my little sound for killer right now. Cause he's the killer. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We about to really chop it up on this Texans Victory Tuesday, man. Let's get them boys in for that victory. Hold on, there we go. Let's go. Y'all know what time it is, man. We appreciate everybody that's in the building right now. Everybody in the bull ring that'll be pulling up. Y'all know we appreciate y'all, man. We got the boy Willie Jackson already in the building, man.
My boy Chill.
Big Willie, pause. Man, we appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, man, but we won the game, y'all. Like crazy. Hold on, let me stop the music right quick. Because it's crazy, right? It's like actually the first game that we done won. Hey, I finally get to play my cool in the game.
There's a party going on right here. That's right.
Hey, is it bittersweet? Is it sweet, bitter? I like to say yeah, because I mean it's good to find your stroke. Pause. But at the same time, when you find it against, you know what I'm saying, and it's funny too, because people have been putting those memes out lately where you had the guys walking out of the room with the big girl, and they call it your slump
buster. Yeah.
Your slump buster. So I guess the Titans was our slump buster, and now we about to go on to, I don't know, man, this Ravens team, it's not gonna be the Ravens that everybody know, but all I know is this, man. When you on your way to greatness sometime, all I know is you got to take care of your business. And the Ravens, shout out to Baltimore, but that ain't our business. Who they're gonna have on the field, who they're gonna have representing their jersey. I know they're not gonna have Marlon Humphrey. They're not gonna have Lamar Jackson. They're not gonna have Matabuke. They're not gonna have. I think Wiggins is Wiggins gonna play. He got injured in the game.
I think he's the one that got carted off the field.
Yeah. So that's a lot of. That's their first that's their 1 and 2 corner potentially not being able to play.
No, and Javier is not playing as well. He won't be there either. So you've lost corners 1 through 3. You've lost both starter D tackles. You've lost your star Mike linebacker. You've lost your quarterback. Like, listen.
Sorry, Baltimore.
Step inside the booth. Superman is alive. There's no reason why we should not win this game. There's no reason why this game. This offense going into this game should not have a coming out party. When I mean by coming out party, I mean dropping 40.
Yeah. If they can pick up, I agree with
45.
If they can pick up right where they started in the second
half, second half, no, they scored in the fourth quarter. Get it right. I sat there miserable for 3 whole quarters. Thank God I had that brisket sandwich, but that's really not there. Now look here. They should drop no less than 45, and I'm talking about 50 on the way out the door. Now, granted, they got Cooper Rush, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how the universe works and how the football gods work. Cooper Rush, for what it's worth, had a good statistical game against us when we played Dallas last year.
Yep.
But
we were very upset because we was like, Cooper Rush?
He's not a bad. He's Davis Mills 2.0.
Yeah.
He's very serviceable. Very, very serviceable. However, that offense tremendously changes with him because for the most part, when Baltimore Baltimore backup quarterbacks had to mirror what Lamar Jackson did because they have to do what he would do. They're not changing the plays. When Cooper Rush comes into the game for this Baltimore Ravens defense or offense, I'm sorry, it's going to be a tremendous change. There's no RPOs, there's no run, there's no option runs. Like there's either we're gonna run the ball or we're gonna drop back and throw the ball.
Yep.
Maybe a play action, and I doubt. And I'm out the gate early. This defense will shut down Derrick Henry with ease.
Yeah, he ain't been on. I don't know if Vegas made the call, but bro ain't been playing good for the last few games. He been fumbling. He been doing a lot of uncharacteristic.
Even his best games were bad games.
Yeah.
So
and I think he hasn't had a good game since week 1. So
even his best games are his bad games right now. He's spiraling out of control. But hey, you know what? That's not our problem. That's their problem. Our problem is offense scoring points. We know what this defense is capable of. And what this defense is going to do. Let me say this, and I'm gonna chill. Real quick. Shout out to Mellow Mike. Mellow Mike channeled something we said earlier in the year, off season, about this defense, that it could be historical. Ravens historical. All we need is CJ to be at least Trent Dilfer-esque or a tad bit better than Trent Dilfer. Granted, we don't have that Jamal Lewis at running back, but still, that's all we need you to be. And you showed us that in the fourth quarter.
Okay, hold on, Patton. Let me ask you this. Not to cut you off, but I want to ask you a question.
But you cut me off.
No, but it's for the actual question so you can continue on.
Right
what
on.
do you think about CJ audible skills? Like the fact that how he was able to change some of those plays and actually score. Because I heard that one that play on 2nd and 33 that he went to Nico. I heard that he called that one, and I heard that he called the one to the touchdown to Higgins. What do you think about that?
All right, so to pivot, shout out to the pivot, but to pivot, that's what I've been banging the table for. If you are so cerebral, because y'all know how I feel about Cali Loosefoot, y'all know how I feel, and I even after that game, I still feel the same way because you are supposed to be what you're supposed to be. Bottom line, like for me to feel different or indifferently about you, I need you to be what you're supposed to be. You're my child. I raised you a certain way. You're supposed to be better than what I was supposed to be. That's how I look at it. However,
I was out there playing Madden.
I mean, you know,
that's the shit I would have did though. I ain't gonna lie. The shit that he called is the thing what you were supposed to.
Yeah, like that's what you're supposed. Like if you have this so-called freedom that you say you have, then if you have been playing that way, or if you was playing that way, we'll be 4-0 right now. We'll be the talk of the town. We will be the talk of the town if you were playing that way. But hey, better late than well, it ain't late. So as the old folks say, better late than never. But if he can continue that tear, the offense can continue that tear. And I agree with Cal because Cal was like, in our group chat, you know, I feel like Woody should be RB1. Cal says keep the way it's going. And I thought about it today, and I was like, you know what, Cal's right. We need to keep it the way it is.
Why? Why?
No, I'll explain why. You mix it up with a dose. You don't run Woody out there for 30 carries a game. Well, let's say 30 touches because he's going to catch the ball and rush it. Chubb is there to run you down, to wear you down. A lot of times when Woody broke, those guys were already wore down and tired. If Woody was running up right, full speed, it'd have been a highlight fest. Literally, he would have had more yards, more touchdowns if he would have been running differently. But these are learning curves. I mean, granted, he did good, but these are learning curves on the job. You learn on the fly. I really expect this offense next game to like take over. Like this is going. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen now. This is going to be the turn of the tide going into this game. Week after that, a bye. and then the rest of the season all the way. These guys have the potential to do something that we've never seen before. Start off bad, start off shitty, pissed off a draft guard, but the defense remains top 10, well, top two, and they ain't two. And we could potentially have a historical run. However, I'm not going to get ahead of myself because I know these other Texans, and I've been on socials. You know what I'm saying? By the album, I'm out there. I've been on socials saying that it would be so Texan-like for us to go into this game with everything, all the lights aligned for us to win this game, that we go in there and lose the game. That shit would be so Texan-esque. And this would be the perfect opportunity to turn the tide of history, turn the tide of our team, our city, like our organization. This is the game to turn the tide into potentially creating a dynasty with what is, shout out to Mike once again, Nick Casario is trying to do, but he's trying to do it the Patriot way. And with that, go.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Killer this, right? Um, right now, with what we see, what the Texans offense is right now, right? Um, do you think us going in and beating Baltimore is that? I mean, and seeing the way how Patton say how we have to win it, I think I totally agree, right? Because if we don't go in there and beat if we lose this game, man, this will be probably. And I'm not saying that I don't know how much depth the Ravens have on their team, but this is really set up for us to be able to go in there and take care of it. I mean, they starting defensive tackles. It's not there. I mean, the run game should just be like Ingram. Ingram should have a ball, but I don't know what they depth is like. But either way, we should win this game handily. And if we don't, no. My question is, if we do, what does this mean for the organization going forward? As far as like, should we get on a bandwagon and start feeling like, okay, they are who we thought they were, or should we still be like, okay, this is a team that doesn't have? Because I just listened to what Patton said about this is a time to turn the tides, right? But do you turn the tides on a team that's like beat up, or is that a Houston Texan thing? Like, we got to take what we can get.
Man, um, I had a legendary coach that I played for, Coach James Bear Bryant, like one of the first coaches in Houston that won the state championship with Booker T. Washington after integration. So he was my elementary coach, and he became my high school coach. He had this saying, and he told us this all the time. And he said it like this, but I can't use the word. He said, when you got a down, you kick him in the dirt. When you got a N-word down, you kick him in the dirt.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, like this is like, and this is what's going to carry momentum for us, because you win this game, then you have 13, 14 days to heal up, uh, work Jimmy Ward back into the system, get our two rookie, the safety and the cornerback, the Jalen boys, get them back. You know, you're talking about adding pieces to the defense that's already that's on the cusp of being legendary. And let me say this: shout out to Mellow Mike, but I did say this on this show right here that we had the possibility of becoming a legendary defense. 12.75 a game, that's legendary. That's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's right with the Chicago Bears. That's right with the Seattle Seahawks, Legion of Boom. That's right there in that area. My thing is, you know who can stop Derrick Henry is CJ Stroud. You probably saying, how is that? If
So,
we go out there and we put up points to the point that at halftime the score is because hey, we need another shutout.
Mhm.
And we need a shutout to the point that if they're going to kick field goals, we accept that. We don't want that, but we accept that. But we need to go into halftime 20-0,
We ever
23 to
shut down,
nothing.
we ever shut down Derrick Henry before?
Oh yeah, we shut him down. D'Amico shut him down twice in the same year. Like it
Oh,
was one. Oh,
even
he
in the
killed
games
Derrick
where they
Henry
whooped
one
our
year.
ass, like we would just we pretty much shut him down because I know that that's what he's probably thinking. He's probably like, man, I'm gonna have one of my normal Houston games, the games that I have against Houston, and that's what they're gonna be dependent on. I think they're gonna be
Bro,
very run heavy.
We shut Derrick Henry down.
Not
Not
when
last year, year before
his
last.
last year with the Titans.
Uh, the
His
Christmas game
last
for the
year,
Titans.
his last game with the Titans, we shut him down. That was the first time we had ever did that shit. that
But
nigga,
we did it twice the same year.
that nigga normally
We,
come here and runs.
we shut him down both games that year. Like we shut him down. Like he had like one game was just like I'm gonna throw a stat line out there, but it was something like 23 for 41 yards. It was something ridiculous.
The Christmas game. I was in San Antonio when this happened. This was the Lovey last year. Well, Lovey's only
So
the Lovey year.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Lovey last year was his first year.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was here so long as a defensive coordinator. It felt longer than that. Pause.
He was only here for 2 years.
Yeah, that
who?
Lovey was here for 2 years. They hired him
Oh,
to DC for recovery.
DC, yeah, DC, yeah.
But yeah, man. I just think that
But
I want to.
let me wrap it up right quick, Nitty.
Yeah.
What I look at it is if we beat the Ravens and we just like I said last week, the offense has to look like a competent offense.
Mm-hmm.
6-0 last week at halftime was like, man, I started to feel like, come on, man, we got to do better, man. Like halftime needs to be so convincing that D'Amico has to feel like they have beat us ever since D'Amico been the coach here. They've beat us 3 times. Like CJ have not scored a touchdown on Baltimore. Like if I'm CJ, I'm trying to get 5 or 6 of them. So after we beat them, that builds your confidence, and then you have 12 games after that. With those 12 games, you look to go 10-2. You know, you look to go 12-0. I get that, but I'm just saying on a realistic standpoint, you already lost 3, you won 2. If you win this one when you win this one against Baltimore, you have 12 games left. So you go 10-2, that puts you at 12-5. That puts you right at the cusp of like, you see like Buffalo look like they're, they doing great. It's a bunch of teams the cream is just gonna settle down.
Can I ask
So,
both of y'all a question though?
Go ahead.
I want to take something out of this equation, and you can't use this. You can't use hope. You can't use blind hope, blind faith, or whatever. You can't use none of that. You have to use your very football knowledge that you live and die by. What you stand on, what you let people know what lets you know that you know ball. Pause. Would y'all say that this team set up right now the way that it is can make that type of a run?
It's possible.
I haven't seen it in offense. I just haven't seen it in defense. Yeah, without a doubt, this is a championship, defense. And I'm gonna tell you, D'Amico don't even have his linebackers and his defensive tackles, and he's still doing like legendary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if he had 2 guys that like we got guys that probably won't even get a Pro Bowl vote consideration of all of the tackles that we have and all 4 linebackers. Probably want to get a Pro Bowl vote, but guess what? He got them boys humming. Just think if he go into the draft and get, 2, just a defensive tackle and a linebacker that he wants that can do the things that he know that he wants.
Yeah, it'll be crazy.
It could be crazy. So the offense doesn't give me the confidence that we can go on this run because we seeing teams like we seeing the Colts, we seeing the Chiefs. They're putting up, 30, Baltimore was putting up 30 points.
Mm-hmm.
So until we comfortably are able to put 4 touchdowns on the board consistently, week after week after week, then yeah, I believe it. But I have to wait and see.
Yep. So what you think, Patton? Do you believe that they can do it?
Right
I
now, I might
hope
as
that
well.
they can do it, but do you believe that they can do it?
Right now, I might as well. What I got to lose?
I'm gonna say this. I think. Damn, I got to take hope out of it. Okay, this offensive line is better than we think it is. Okay, I know that could be looked at as an opinion, but I'm accepting it as fact. It is better than what we think. We see it with our own eyes. But I think this Ravens game is gonna show me. And damn, man, they might not be without their first 2 corners, but like we said, whoever is out there is whoever's out there. That means CJ should look like a superstar out there in Baltimore, because if these guys are lacking, this is where our strengths should override where they lacking at. And I know they're gonna say it's a coaching battle. I guarantee you might as well get ready to hear on TV all that day that this is a coaching battle between D'Amico and Harbaugh. And if we know if they focus on it like that, we might not be able to. If it is a coach, for some reason, whenever they try to say it's a coach battle, bro, we get out coached like a motherfucker. I don't every time, as far as I see. But what you say?
Little Mike, that linebacker he talking about. That's the same linebacker I was trying to get a ticket to the TEXANS about. He's at BYU. I put it in the group chat. Y'all probably got to go back and look at it. Like scroll up some, but that's the prototypical. That's the prototypical. How you say it?
Prototypical
linebacker for this defense that will excel. Imagine if you didn't have to take Aziz off the field because he can't cover.
That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Probably about maybe it was a few shows back when I was talking about. Remember I told y'all I said it was Aziz. Did y'all look at Aziz as like a Roquan or even a Patrick Queen? Like
no.
And
Patrick Queen not that good.
Yeah, and so I said that if that mean that we had because some people were saying linebacker was the strength. And I'm like, no, linebacker ain't the strength of this defense, for the simple fact is that we don't have that elite line. Like, we got 2 Alabama linebackers, but neither one of them is D'Amico. You know what I'm saying? They
I mean, for what it's worth, D'Amico wasn't that great either as a linebacker. I mean, he was good. He wasn't, like D'Amico if you're a casual fan and you're looking at the stats of your team and you see your linebacker has triple digit tackles, you would think that this linebacker is that guy, right? And not discrediting D'Amico for as a player when he was here, but he was good. Were there limitations? Yeah, there was some, but his limitations were covered up because how he was calling the defense, putting guys in position to do what they had to do to be successful. Now, fast forward to him as being a coach, he is the DC, developmental coach, right? He develops guys on the defense. Shout out to Melo Mike again. I know you're in the he gonna catch that one, but he needs that linebacker, Cal. He needs that D tackle. Now, imagine in the perfect world where we can get the guy that Melo is talking about and the guy that I feel like the guy I'm talking about. Now, granted, the guy Melo's talking about, he's in Texas. The guy I was speaking on, he's in BYU. BYU is a more prolific school when it comes to producing linebackers, high quality linebackers. And this guy, in a perfect world, let's just say we get both guys, the LB from Texas and the LB from BYU. your third linebacker, it would be a fight. When I say a fight, it would be a fight, and that fight would only come down to Toa and Christian Harris, and maybe Speed if if they resign him. But that Mike position would be obsolete to LZ's. That's how good these two guys are. And I don't want to get too far ahead because we're in the early part of the season. You guys know how I love the draft talk, but I'm telling you now, once D'Amico gets his D tackle, and me and Cal both feel like it's going to be Jordan Davis' offseason, and going towards the draft, if he can get either one of these linebackers or let's say maybe two, you never know how the shit rolls. It's going to be some hell to pay in Houston, as it already is.
Yeah.
I want to say this though, man. You said on the last show, Patton, that if you didn't say it on the show, I think you said it in the group chat, the group text. You said that Chubb knee was out of there and that he couldn't cut. I saw Chubb do a cut this weekend that kind of a little bit against about what you said.
What quarter?
I can't call it. I don't remember the exact quarter what it was. I think
I bet you a 12-piece from Chicken Plus, wings only, that it was a fourth quarter.
It was after halftime because Chubb is the type of running back that goes back to when we were talking about should Woody start, and I said no because Chubb he's a locomotive. He's a locomotive. He has to build up.
Okay, but what does the quarter have to do with it? Not to cut you off, Cam, but what is the quarter in which he did it has to do with it? You saying like everybody was tired?
Me and Cal saying the same thing. Me and Cal saying the same thing.
What?
It's kind of like a rhythm. Like running backs need their touches. Like Chubb is.
But Patton said the man knee was gone and he couldn't cut. What are y'all talking about? The time in which he did it has something to do.
No, I disagree with that on Pat. I said that his knee wasn't shot because
the hell out of me now. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no. I disagree with Patton on that because I said that injury happened over 600 days ago.
And that nigga made a cut. I thought right about Patton. I said, hold on, man. Patton talking about, man, this man knee is out of there, bro. No. I saw him. I saw it.
Right, so look,
he synced it
on the big screen live. And shout out to Dr. Payton, man. Look, Dr. Payton talks a lot throughout the game, and as I'm talking to him, y'all seen the text like I can't talk to y'all no more during the game because I missed a sack. I missed this. I missed that. I was
like, well. First of all, you at the game, and when I was looking at the game, and you ahead. So I had to put my phone down.
Yeah, I ain't think about that either. So
yeah,
I'm sorry. I got y'all next game. Next game ain't talking to you motherfuckers. Anyways, so it was a play a lot of times going to the right. Chubb would have to then go. He was pumping. I'm like, damn, if he didn't have to pump, one cut up the scheme, like he good 7 yards every time. And I seen it a lot. Now, as far as when I say me and Cal agree, and I made the bet, which quarter, which was the fourth quarter, end of the third, as Grab say, second half overall, Chubb is a guy that needs to get the ball more carries for him to get stronger as the game goes on. However, if I'm a coach, on this team, hey, I notice you can't do this, but I notice you can do that. I'm going to give you more of that than this because Chubb going up the middle, sometimes it's 3 yards, sometimes it's 4. You may get 2, but it's always forward moving.
Forward progress.
The more you do that, those guys wear down. By the time Woody started to get his carries, the same directions to the right, up the middle, Woody's running low. Small, he got small and running low, right?
I think he deserves a chance, though.
Of course.
No, he's gonna get his.
We should start him a game. We should let him be our RB1 this year just to see how he can handle the load.
No. No. You keep it
You
high.
know, you
You
know
keep it.
why,
You keep it
Nitty.
high
You
as
know
well.
why, right? You know why, Nitty? Because I say this in basketball too. I'm gonna go all the way back to 1994, the Houston Rockets.
Mm. Come on now.
They didn't put Kenny Smith on the bench when we was playing against the New York Knicks, and he was playing against Ron Harper. Ron Harper was physically dominating Kenny Smith, and everybody was saying put him on the bench. But they brought a rookie off the bench from Florida State, Sam Cassell. And Sam Cassell was getting the clutch minutes, the finishing minutes, the minutes that count the most, but you keep the rhythm the same. So you don't break up the monotony yet. See, this is Woody fourth game. And I don't think Woody even have like over 25 carries. Could be right, could be wrong. I don't know. But that's only equivalent to one full game.
But I
Keep
think
him.
Woody, I'm telling you, Cal, I agree. I mean, I respect your opinion, but I think Woody has the chance, right, to be one of those like Joe Mixon, like not saying he's a Joe Mixon, but he a bell cow. He his pass protection. He's a 3 down back, and I think that you need to, if you can get that kind of like, because a rhythm would come from him being RB1, and you get him running through a game, then he can learn the rhythm of a game. He can learn how, because right now I totally agree, and this is why I have this up on the screen right here about what Mellow Mike said. He said Chubb is healthy as he's gonna be, with all due respect, but this looks nowhere near like the peak Chubb. And I totally agree with that. Chubb looks like a aged running back. No matter what, like we can say that, hey, Chubb did all of this and did that, but that's just like when we got Ahman Green. It already had all of these ribbons and attributes, and when we brought him here, it was on the later. Now I say Chubb has a little bit more left in the tank than what Ahman Green had when we got him here, but he's not Woody Marks, and so I definitely think that even if it's not this next game, because if y'all notice throughout media, everybody calling them RB1 right now. And I don't know, one thing I know about the Texans is that they tend to listen. We be piggyback. I don't know, but they tend to, whatever we say, if as a whole unit. Because remember, we was like, hey, man, after that last game with Agumba Wale, man, we should not see him on the field. Man, have we seen this man on the field?
No,
You
but
see
I
what I'm
say
saying?
this.
It's almost like giving a
I
radio
say
message
this.
to us.
I say this. I'm quite sure people in Atlanta want Bijan to just take all the carries. But you know what they do?
The Lord knows
They
I do.
they run Algiers though, right? Because you
Mhm.
got to keep that balance. Everybody know that Jameer Gibbs, he should take the boatload of the carries, but they have David Montgomery. So you gonna like the NFL is built right now that no running back, even Derrick Henry, like he's probably one of the last of the Mohicans to be able to just go out every game and you're just gonna give him the ball 25 times and it's like, okay, cool, 25 carries, touches, or whatever. You still got to work Woody off into the process. And that's all I'm
Oh,
saying. Like Woody is going to get his carries. Like that's without a doubt. But at the same time, I don't think that I don't think that Chubb is just washed to the point that he's unplayable. And I say this, another running back that they need now. Y'all know I've been looking at British Brooks for a minute, but I'm gonna tell you the other running back
Here we
as
go.
the change of pace guy that I think the Texans really need to take a look at is Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
but
Let me
hey,
be the first to say that one.
no. I told you know I'm big Jordan fan.
Oh, you're right.
I
Let
don't
me go
think,
and give you props. You did
but I
say that.
don't
You
think
said that months ago.
I don't think that's gonna happen though,
Shout
bro.
out to C. Roy. That was C. Roy.
Now,
We got
That was
listen,
the Royal guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna lie. When they first drafted him, I
RP.
was so happy. And this is the first time when Patton used the thing that, hey man, everybody got good highlights. It was because of Jawar Jordan, because I came on the show telling them how good Jawar Jordan highlights was. I was like, man, this dude here, he's like, yeah, all you're gonna do is see people good plays. But I'm like, no, this dude look like he's special though. But to say what I mean to answer what you were saying, Cal, I would love to see that, but I think it happens only barring injury. I don't see them working him in like right now the way they set up. I think if and I don't know if they wouldn't let Pierce. They would go with Pierce before going with Jordan. It's just the pecking order of football, the politics. I just think
if Jordan was so special,
yeah,
he would have beat out Pierce a long
he would
time.
have. I think he did, but
I'm not looking at the special aspect of it. I'm looking at the change of pace because one thing we can say is when Woody Marks put his foot in the turf and he was cutting going up the field,
that shit looked
that was something different. That was like, oh my God.
That's
Yes.
what I want to see more of.
I know
Like,
that I agree. And I say, it's a difference when you have a change of pace back. And I'm looking on the roster. I'm like, I'm big on British Brooks, but I'm like, who else that we have on the roster? Like, look, bro.
Mixon? No, but we ain't gonna never see Mixon.
Yeah.
That's a good segue to
what. But you have Jordan that's been redshirted the whole entire year. Like, and see, this is the perfect game. If Nick Caley and CJ and D'Amico really wants to be very aggressive, man, I just say, hey, man, we got to go a bunch of 4 wide with Woody Marks in the backfield because he's a threat as that 5th wide receiver. And you just go to work, bro.
Yeah. Him being able to catch like that. I heard they say what's the name ran a comeback route. They asked him about it. Chubb actually ran a comeback route. I was like,
yeah.
I seen that shit. I was like, bro, what the fuck is you doing?
But yeah.
But he caught it with all hands too. Like I was like, okay.
Hey, why is he out there running that route?
That's being too
why
smart.
Is he even wide out?
Did it work though?
In the game and wide out. Like,
did it work though?
Yeah, unfortunately.
No, fortunately, you caught the defense like, oh, he out there. We ain't finna throw it to him, and you threw it to him. You got 4 or 5 yards. So
then they gotta watch out for that. You know what I'm saying? But if you never keep running him out there to do that again, then what are you scheming off of?
That's dangerous because if you don't make it, then you're more pissed off than you was going into the game.
But
it's an incomplete pass.
That players
and then he's like the 4th read. Like he's not the initial read. So
he wouldn't even read. CJ was like, "Oh shit, there he is."
Yeah, it worked.
What did y'all think about what's the name real quick? Christian Kirk. Is Kirk living up to what the hell y'all think that what we would get
they
from
took him out the game early. I noticed he was running the wrong routes. And I don't know their playbook route conception wise, but I noticed as he was running routes, he was on some Jared Wayne type shit. Like he was in the same vicinity as other receivers. Like it was if you were paying attention, you can easily tell he's running the wrong routes or he don't know where he's supposed to go. And they took him out for a while.
And put Noel in.
That was in the first half, yeah.
Yeah, Noel. Yeah. Higgins needs to be 2, Noel needs to be 3, and Kirk needs to be 4. Come in on the pinch to relieve Nico or one of the other 2. Kirk don't need to be in there.
The way I feel with Kirk, him learning the playbook, I still feel like he have a skill set that you can stack him to the point that if you want to run to make him the primary read, you can stack him behind Collins. And let Collins go off the line, and then he just go a drag route across the field. Like those are some of the things that you can't like totally take him out, but you got to incorporate him more into something that you make him like. The one thing that I don't like about this Patriot offense is the read always go 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes from left to right. I don't like that. I like now they did throw to Dalton Schultz early, and those look like
every game though.
But it looked like some initial route, and I don't have a problem with that.
Hey, and I saw a glimpse of Dalton Schultz blocking, bro, in the game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, love you all because ain't no way in the fuck you talking about he was blocking.
No, it was in a group play. What was that play where they all ran over to the
Yeah,
side?
it's a man. It's a whole pile. He just jumps on top like, "Hey, y'all see my number." That's all
That's
the
the
fuck
one.
that is.
That's
'Cause
the
he
one,
wasn't.
man. That's the one.
Yeah, that's the
He
probably
gave
about the
some,
one and
he
only
gave
because that dude that
some
was
effort. He gave
I'd
some
be so
effort.
glad when he get the fuck off my team. Shout out to Melo Mike one more time. He mentioned tight ends in the draft. I'm not trying to get to that point right now, Mike, but we'll talk when we talk.
Okay, well, look, man. We I think we got like 5 minutes left, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Texans on 3 every Tuesday, Friday. Y'all know what it is. Anything that you guys want to bring about this matchup? Sunday against the Ravens. Any score predictions? Any
Let me go first. Let me.
y'all want to give somebody a bet on Prize Picks? Take
I
the
will
over
put my
on
pay.
Nico.
Hey,
Would you take the over on Nico?
I'm back out there right now. I will give y'all guys my predictions in the group chat. But look here, real quick. I expect a blowout. I expect a shutout. I expect this offense to get in its groove. CJ to finally eclipse 300 yards since last year in Buffalo. Maybe 400. Multiple touchdowns. I expect Woody to have another Woody type game. 200 yards from scrimmage. I expect this defense to have multiple turnovers. I also expect Noel to have his first punt return for a touchdown. However, I'm a realist. I got you, Nitty. I got you. However, I'm a realist. This is the most Texan type game for us to go in there with the odds on our side and want to somehow find a way to lose. But I'm not going to be negative. I'm going to keep it positive. But my expectations, realistically, are here. What I want is up here. What I fear is down here. Where I'm going to stay is in the middle. So my score predictions will be 56-0.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson out for this week, Ninja.
56-0.
Hold on.
I know.
oh, I don't think Nitty saw that.
He probably didn't.
What is it?
He said 56-0, Nitty.
put a purple rain on our ass, bro.
Hey, that boy talking about they gonna go out there and play Madden with them boys. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
They do go out there and they do that. That means that our offense is together. My hopes will go up a little bit higher to know that they got it together, because at the end of that game with Tennessee, and I know people like to say that the team gave up, but the Texans started to look like they had got it together. They should not regress from this, y'all. We shouldn't be watching another game on another Sunday and say, hey, what happened to what y'all did with the Titans and what you did here? Most of the time when you should be able to see in real time the team gel together. And this is one thing that I was happy about this Titans win, is that a win in such a fashion like that can actually, because it seemed like it was like a switch that just got, like the floodgates got open, like bros just start making plays and touchdowns being scored, and all of this happened in the fourth quarter. So it's like, you know what, if this is what they are, this should continue with the Ravens. If this does not continue with the Ravens, which I really do feel like it is, Cal, I'm not lying, I think that we're going to see more of, CJ get more control of the offense. And I think for sure the reason that we know this is because D'Amico went and said this specifically in his press conference. He made sure to say that, hey, CJ called that touchdown to Higgins. And I think by him saying it as a head coach out to everybody, he's like, hey, y'all seen that? You're going to see more of that. You're not going to see
right.
the leash on this guy. We're
That's a
going
great point.
to do more of what he needs to do. So, man, I believe for D'Amico to say that, I think he's going to have even more freedom. And hopefully it really is like you just did, Cam. Maybe that's an omen. Hopefully it is like he gets to play Madden out there on that field now. He gets to really look around, see that, oh, this corner look like, oh, he playing. He want to bump and run with Nico right now. Second and 33. Hey, Nico, go. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do, man. And if we get this from the Ravens, y'all, I mean, if we get this in the game with the Ravens, I believe that we can be that team that goes on a magical run. Because one thing I know about magical runs, and I'm laying right here, when you're a Cinderella team, which I don't mind, the universe has to help you out at the same time. It's like it's almost like you working, but the universe is helping you at the same time. Things align. Just like when things happen all light and spiritual things have to align. Planets have to align. If things align with the Texans, man, this could be the reason why we're not seeing Lamar Jackson. This could be the reason why we're not seeing Matt Abuke or Roquan Smith or Marlon Humphrey. That's why I said
None of the quarterbacks.
That's why I say it don't matter who puts on that Ravens jersey. We just going through Baltimore to get the dub, bro.
Hey, you know what
matters?
You know what, man? I'm listening to you talk, and I wanted to make a point, but let me hit this because you said something about the universe.
Mm-hmm.
This is when the axis of the universe change, and regardless of how it changes, it changes. Who have we lost to in the playoffs the last 2 years? Baltimore.
The last 2 years?
Yeah, last 2 years. We lost to Baltimore.
You said playoffs.
In the playoffs. Last 2 years.
Chiefs.
We lost to Baltimore the more times in the playoffs than any team in history, though.
Okay, yeah, we lost.
Been in the playoffs, we always gonna end up getting knocked off in either Kansas City.
You said 2, and if we're gonna go by the Miko standards, Baltimore 2, Chiefs 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me say this. You know, I'm not gonna. You can't even put Baltimore as a dynasty, but they were an echelon team because they were like it was always Kansas City, Baltimore, and who am I missing? Buffalo.
Yeah.
And we were always teetering with San Diego, with the Chargers and us, like, you know. But this is the point that, like, this is the game right here that could make Baltimore tap out.
Yeah.
Because Lamar is supposed to be at 2 to 3 more weeks. They lose this to see if they win this game. If you heard what Harbaugh said, he said this is our get right game. If I'm the Texans, man, I had it on a poster board all around the locker room. Like, this is a must-win playoff game. Like, we need to go in and just, shut them down. This is one team that we don't even want to see in the playoffs. Not that we're scared of them, but we take advantage of the injuries that they have and we just move on.
Mm-hmm.
This is the game that we can just annihilate them and go on a 14-day, 13-day hiatus. You're going to take 7 days off. Then you come back the next week and you start working on your next game. But this can be the game to be the turning point that we don't even have to worry about Baltimore. And then it's only 2 other teams, like, really, that we need to go ahead and slaughter. And that's Buffalo and Kansas City. We beat Buffalo, but Kansas City is the one that we really need to just like. So
really just one.
Right. It's really just one. So when Nitty was talking about things need to line up, like, this can be the thing. Like, I'm not the person to say, man, I want to beat them when they full strength. I'll be damn. I don't care. I mean, if you hurt and you can't get players out there, like, I don't care. I just want to win the game. Yeah. And when I go out there, I just want to embarrass you. So my prediction, it ain't gonna be 56 to nothing. I'm saying it's gonna be 37-9.
I respect it.
37-9. I give them 3 field goals, 2 field goals in the fourth quarter. But at halftime, I need to see at least 2 touchdown drives and 2 field goal drives, and you finish the second half with 17 points. That means 2 more touchdowns and a field goal. That's what I need to see.
And Harbaugh, I want to say this: Harbaugh is going to try to come in here and coach his ass off. I guarantee.
Because if they don't make the playoffs this year, Harbaugh gone.
I doubt.
Yeah, just for the simple fact of him being good, they may allow him to retire, But I'm telling you, they're gonna come to this decision like, damn, maybe it's Harbaugh that's holding back Jackson, and which is stupid to think that, but you know, sometimes with the fans, because right now, bro, I ain't never seen the turmoil that the Baltimore fans are in right now, bro. They hate that, bro. For them to be so crazy about their team, they hate the hell out their team right now, bro.
Good. Suffer.
Yeah. Yeah, we done been there. What's the name say on that? Y'all ever seen that the Adventures of Buster Scruggs or whatever that movie is? This a live motherfucker, but James Franco be about getting ready to be hung for a second time. And so he putting the noose on and he look over to the dude next to him, he be like, first time?
First time?
Hey, that's how we look at it as Houston, Texas fans, like, first time, nigga. Hey, shit, we done been through that, bro. But hey, man, we gonna get ready to get up out of here, y'all, man. We really appreciate everybody in the bull ring. Let me give y'all a quick shout out right quick, man, before we can get up out of here. Let me see. Let me make sure I got my applause right. And let me give y'all some theme music. All right, one time for everybody in the bull ring, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I want to give a big shout out to Willie Jackson. Mellow Mike in the building. Hey, we want to give a shout out to Brandon as well. Eve. We got Eve in the building.
Hey, Eve. What's going on?
Hey, we got Sanctuary TV 20.
I'm mad that Sideline Sarah and Early Night didn't pop up tonight.
Hey, Liz. Oh, T. Jones. Hey, I was going to say, hold on. You don't want to call you by your first name, T. Jones.
Southside still holding.
I apologize. Don't get on me, man. Southside still holding. Shout out Big Mike, man. Let's see, Grappa. Man, shout out, man. Appreciate you. Ninja Carl, man, got Cleveland cousin, man. Appreciate you, man. Y'all did us another favor, man. I'm telling you, Cleveland always coming out.
Look out for sure.
Even though we did pay most of this money, I found out about that. I was like, damn. But hey, shout out Jay Cool. Appreciate you, my guy, for tuning in. Dorsey Spencer. Appreciate you, my guy. Man, I want to make sure I'm not forgetting nobody. I think that made. Oh no, man, it's Shaquille. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you, my guy, man. Hey, appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. This is the Texans on 3, man. We really rock with y'all, man. We make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe, man, and let everybody know about the show, man. We do this every Tuesday, every Friday, 7 o'clock. Sometimes it's 7-ish. You got to bear with us, but either way, man, we do this from the heart, man, and we ain't going to never stop. Texans on 3, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Killer Cal! Madden. Man, we up out of here. Y'all know what time it is.
Peace.